to the personal corner. I am Nate MK3, as to my left here is Embryonic Orgy. Getting the introduction out of the way because this guy's about to blow the fuck up here in the next few minutes, or a few seconds, depending.
Okay.
Talk about fresh off of another incident, my friends. Dustin, take the wheels.
Okay, so you've seen the rant, Nate's explosion. It's my turn.
Dig deep. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves.
I am very flustered at the moment because of an incident that happened no more than an hour ago. This incident involves my very own flesh and blood. Somebody whom I've grown up to fucking despise. See, when I was in school, people would always wonder, why are you always pissed? Why don't you talk to anybody? What is wrong with you? If you knew what I had to deal with in my home life, you would fucking know. And you wouldn't ask me these questions because you would know and you would leave me the fuck alone.
Indeed. Ignorance is not bliss.
What people do not understand, it's better just to leave alone.
Indeed.
I went through school always angry because my father treated me like shit when I grew up. I was pretty much raised by my mother because I couldn't stand my father.
God love that woman's soul.
Sure, my father and my mother, they had split-ups every now and then. They moved away from one another every now and then. But through most of my life, they were together. I can commend both of them on that, but then again, my father...
Let it out.
When I was growing up, I was so attached to my mother that my father would call me Mommy's little faggot.
He needs his fucking head ripped off for that shit.
Needless to say, I'm actually one of the straightest men on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, if that's not enough mental fuckage for a child to grow up hearing, I also had to be front row to some of my parents' arguments when my father tried to break my mother's fingers.
He did what?
I walked in from school one day, and I walked into her sitting down and him going, and then she walked out.
That rusty, dusty, old fucking no-nut son of a bitch! What the fuck?
But if that isn't enough, my older brother, people may know him, he knows him. He is part of the Nutball Gang. If you've not seen any of that, please do.
Big fucker. Very awesome.
His name is Brian. He's 5 years my older, and we have a very similar sense of humor, as in sarcasm.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when he was growing up, my father actually abused him. Would punch him, throw him into walls, shove his nose in dog piss and shit. Yeah, he would do shit like that to my
What
brother.
the fuck?
When I was born, he calmed down just a little bit. He didn't beat the shit out of me, but he fucked my mind up mentally. He would always call me a little bitch and look at me like, who the hell do you think you are? How? When my parents separated and I chose to go with my mother, he looked at me and was like, who the fuck do you think you are? You're my kid too. I'm like, I don't claim you.
Well, we're the same. Motherfucker.
See, the point I'm trying to get to is just no more than an hour ago I was spending time with my mother. My brother, his wife, and their kids just happened to be there at this time. Well, my youngest brother, who's 4 years old, whom you've seen in 2 of the rape dancing videos thus far.
And you will see in another one coming soon. If not tonight.
My youngest brother was fighting with my brother's kids over his little computer, which is to be expected because it's his, and he doesn't want it broken or anything.
Exactly.
My father goes and puts it away. My little brother throws an even bigger fit because he didn't want to put it away. He wanted to mess with it more. Okay?
Naturally, it's his toy. He wants to play with it.
Yeah. So my father whips him so incredibly hard that his entire ass is red all the way down to his knees. See, here's the thing with me. When I used to get mad, I would laugh. That's how people would know to shut up with me, because they'd piss me off. Yeah. Today, that didn't happen. I saw that, I immediately went like this.
I did my best to make it up there, dude.
And this wasn't enough. he starts yelling at my mother because my mother looks at him and is like, this was ridiculous. You didn't have to hit him this hard. So he starts yelling at her. Then I have to bite my fucking lip almost in two to not say something. Okay? I am sick of men who think that they can control women to a point where they can't do any damn thing without consulting them, and if they do, they're still going to bitch about it. I am sick of motherfucking men who think they can control women to a point where they can abuse them.
Let me get this shit off.
Abuse them, okay? Any guy that abuses a woman is a fucking coward and deserves to be kicked in the fucking throat with a pair of metal cleats dipped in the venom of the poison dart frog. These are the guys that I would personally love to fucking choke.
And then I would set on fire, fucking set a fucking blaze, rip them apart, piss and shit on the moraine, throw them in a fucking river, then find some way to align fucking gasoline to set the shit on fire again.
I am sick of seeing some of my female friends with bruises on their face because their men hit them because they didn't want to do what their men wanted them to do right then and there. Because those guys are too fucking cowardice to realize that they are men and women are what their target are. See, if they were really men, they would come to men like us, stand up to us, and hit us instead of the women they're hitting because they're fucking cowards.
Yeah, but the sad thing is they know damn well as soon as they come to one of us, dig in the dirt. 5 seconds.
See, I don't care how many people see this and get pissed. If there's a guy out there that wants to come to me and kick my ass because I'm making this fucking video, you probably know where I am. I'm right here. You can try your damnedest to keep me down, but unless you kill me, I will not fucking stay down.
Bring some fucking friends. I'm right here, too. Motherfucker.
I am sick of going to public and seeing these fucking people abusing their fucking kids because their kids are just disobeying a little bit. And they take it upon themselves to go, little motherfucker, listen. No, you need to fucking quit this shit. Why? Because these kids do not deserve the fucking abuse you are handing to them. They're children, they are fucking innocent, they do not know any better. That's why you sit them down, talk to them, let it sink into their fucking head what's going on. And maybe they'll fucking quit. Exactly.
I'm prom, dude. And another thing about these fucking abusive idiots. Here lately, I have yet to find a fucking woman, excuse me, that will fucking stick around with me in a relationship because of the fact that these women out here, because of all the fucking abuse, are gluttons for punishment. They think that's the way things should work out because of the way the relationships work out, because all these fucking jackasses only have one train of thought. Fucking gain their fucking control and maintain it.
Sure, there might be some people out there that are probably thinking right now, like, well, if your mother stayed with this man the way he is for so long, she's a retard. No, motherfucker, she's
Think about the fucking child.
She has stayed with my father to raise me and my brothers.
Think about the fucking children.
She stayed with him so that they can raise us with the family that we are supposed to have.
Exactly.
Even though she has the heart to stick around with him and deal with his bullshit, she didn't want to. She didn't have to, but she did it for the kids.
See, my mother didn't do that for me. She went from man to man, and that's what skewed my vision of what a relationship should look like, and that's why a few of my earliest relationships failed. It's because of the fact that, as a child, my perception was thrown off about that. I didn't really feel like I had a family. I didn't really feel like I had a connection with anyone. Okay, lately, I've been finding that fucking connection on my own.
See, here's the thing. When this shit was going on, he was on his way up there. I contacted him. I'm like, do not come up here because if he says any damn thing to you, it's on.
You damn Skippy, I was on my way up there.
But here's the thing. Even though my parents stayed together, helped raise us, I still couldn't stand my father because of the mental abuse he was giving me and my brothers. He would literally call me a little faggot, a little bitch, look at me, get pissed. I didn't do anything. I would get in trouble and get grounded. I'd be just a tad bit on the loud side, because that's what kids do. They're fucking rowdy. Kids are going to have fun. They're going to be hyper, they're going to have energy, and they're going to do what a kid does. And it's called play. Okay?
Exactly.
When I tried that when I was younger, he would get pissed and say, you're fucking grounded, go to your room, stop making noise.
Suppress your energy.
See, here's the thing. My older brother doesn't give a shit. He respects my mother probably as much as I do. But I'm closer to my mother than he's ever been. He may try to argue this, but he doesn't know.
While you make that point.
He has gotten in my father's face and dared my father to hit him on numerous occasions. If not for my mother stepping in the middle of that, there would have been a fist fight, a bloody brawl, which in my opinion would have been good if my father would have got his ass kicked. Here's the thing.